Hello, and welcome to Marysville High School Gymnasium for this MHSAA Volleyball Class B Regional Final. I'm Brady Beaton, alongside me is Dylan Pankow, and tonight we are bringing you a matchup of two titans of volleyball in the state of Michigan, the Marysville Vikings and the Fighting Irish of Pontiac Notre Dame Prep. With respective wins on Tuesday night, Notre Dame Prep improved their record to 55-5, while Marysville has totaled a 47-7-1 record. On Tuesday night, both teams advanced with little trouble. Notre Dame knocked off Chandler Park Academy 3-0. Marysville defeated Armada 3-1 in the second match of the evening. Now, Dylan, what do you see are the keys to tonight's games?
Well, Brady, there are three things that will decide tonight's contest. First off, who can handle the atmosphere the best? Notre Dame Prep, with their 12 upperclassmen, are no strangers to high-stakes games like this, while Marysville's younger squad may face some growing pains coming into the beginning of these games. Secondly, who can make the right adjustments at the right time? Coaches can make a difference with two teams this skilled. And third, depth. Both teams are very good. Whichever team has a deeper bench, can keep fresh legs on the floor, will make a difference.
Wow, Dylan, those are some pretty good keys. I couldn't agree with you more. Please join us for the first serve of tonight's matchup when we come back from a brief message.
Loyalty.
Teamwork.
Responsibility.
Sacrifice.
Determination.
Compassion. Respect.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am
I am. I am
An athlete.
Sports do not build character, they reveal it.
Welcome back to this MHSAA Class B Regional Final matchup between the Marysville Vikings and Pontiac Notre Dame Prep. We are just getting ready for first serve, as I believe Marysville will do the honors. You know, you got to imagine the nerves are running really high early on. You just want to get in and settle down real quick.
Definitely. Both teams are going to want to settle into their groove quickly and make the plays that they need to make to get out early and score a lot of points, because it's going to be hard to dig out of a hole with teams this good.
Oh yeah, you can't allow a team to go on a double-digit run or anything near that. As we get ready for the first serve, number 2, Michaela Morgan, doing the honors, I believe. Official handing her the game ball. And we are underway here at Marysville High School. And a nice service reception by Notre Dame Prep. Oh, partial block by Bastinelli. Bastinelli goes for the set. Hannah Dollar with the kill, and the block stays on Notre Dame Prep side, giving the point to the Vikings, the first point of the match. See if they can ride some momentum early as Michaela Morgan gets ready for her second serve of the night. Another good service reception. I'll kill another partial block, but this time Marysville can't get on it, as it is now 1-1, as the small yet loud Notre Dame section gets a roar out of them.
Both teams definitely have large student sections, helping them out and benefiting them greatly.
As number 6, Isabella Bucci gets ready to serve. Nice service reception by Bailey Bounds. Valco to Bastinelli, and the kill. You know, we saw that combination Tuesday night, and you know Coach Wells is going to want to get that going for the regional final.
Without a doubt, Valco and Bastinelli have fantastic teammate chemistry out there, and they just make things happen.
As Haley Delore checks in for Nicole Sliss, both Delore twins are out there, as Hannah Delore will do the service. Nice, tough serve. Ooh, and that's a kill by, I believe, number 11, Catherine Carlson. You know, she hit that thing pretty hard. Volleyball is a tough sport. I would not want to get in the way of that.
Definitely not. That'll give you a bruise or two for sure.
Number 5, Angela Adams, getting ready to deliver the ball for Notre Dame Prep. And it is served in the net, making it 3-2 Vikings here early on. I know it's only been 5 points, but these guys are going tick for tack early.
Without a doubt, you can definitely see the high skill levels on both of these teams, and it makes it really difficult to get any kind of lead.
As number 3 checks in for the Irish, Emma Kowalski, she gets service reception. And a block by Allison Bastinelli. You know, if you didn't join us Tuesday, she is an All-American, one of 24 in the country, an Illinois Illini commit, and she showed what she can do right there. Devin Valco getting ready for the Vikings. Another reception by Kowalski. Number 11 goes to the kill. Nice dig by Michaela Morgan. Bastinelli gets the kill, and a partial block lands right on the line as the Vikings get the point. And you can hear the roar of this crowd. I mean, this is just some great atmospheres. You got to think the girls are loving playing in this atmosphere.
You know, you can really see the battle to control the net early on in this game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That might be key for this matchup. One of them we didn't mention. As Bastinelli goes for the kill, and it just bounces off Haley Delore, excuse me. It is 5-3 Vikings. Irish will get the serve. Number 2, Hannah Antos checks in, will do the serve. And another serve off the net for the Irish, 6-3 Vikings.
You know, how loud it is in here, it makes you wonder how much impact these crowds really have on this game.
Oh yeah, those early nerves, I mean, it doesn't matter if you've been there before. When you're two of the top teams in the state, you get nervous. As Bastinelli gets ready for the serve, nice hard serve. Ooh, good service reception, you know, tough one to receive. Kowalski hits a free ball over, and it is out. Vikings are up 7-3 early in game 1. You got to think coaching is a big part of having the nerves out early.
Without a doubt, yeah, the coaches definitely have to talk down their teams and make sure that they're ready to play right when the game starts.
Bastinelli with a serve out of bounds will give the service change to the Irish. 7-4 Vikings are up. Number 11, Catherine Carlson will do the honors. Nice dig by Michaela Morgan, who played very well Tuesday night.
Definitely, she was a cornerstone of their defense.
Valco to Husson almost works for the kill, but a nice dig. And then the free ball point goes to the Irish. 7-5, Marysville. Carlson will serve again, second time in a row. Another nice dig, service reception by Michaela Morgan. And a nice kill by Peyton Husson. You know, Notre Dame Prep, I wonder if they've seen a team with 2 girls of 6'2" and above all year.
I would doubt it. Height that, being that tall on anywhere is very rare, and let alone having 2 girls that size.
Right, and one of them being an All-American, that's got to be a little intimidating for a team. But, you know, they've made it far in the postseason, as you said earlier. They're no stranger to big postseason matchups, so I don't think they will be too intimidated by that. Number 4 goes for the kill, Caitlin Fitzgerald. As Valco to bounds, and a miss hit will give the Irish the point. 8-6, Marysville, just starting to near the halfway point in this first game. Number 3, Emma Kowalski. Nice service reception by Bounds. Husson goes for the kill, but it's just a little too strong. It goes out the back side, and it is 8-7, Marysville. Irish are going to be looking to tie it up with this serve.
Definitely. They're going on a bit of a scoring run right now. The Vikings are going to have to calm this down, or things could get out of hand.
But Bastinelli, that's where senior leadership come in, just like Allison Bastinelli showed last game. As the partially blocked ball goes out, they're saying it is tipped. The official was right there. You know, that is a very tough call in a big game, but, I think he got it right this time.
Definitely.
But, yeah, senior leadership, especially Allison Bastinelli, they may only have 2 seniors, but, Allison counts for much of that.
Definitely, and we can't count out Nicole Sliss either, being the other senior leader on this team, making a difference.
And Notre Dame Prep will take their first lead of the night, 9-8, and they will keep the serve as Kowalski tries to keep the Irish rolling. And a substitution will be made. Shannon Curley is in for the captain, Allison Bastinelli, trying to keep her legs fresh throughout the night, as you touched on in our pregame show. Oh, nice kill. You can't get that kill without the nice set. Peyton Husson, like we said earlier, 2 6'2" girls and above. That's great to have, so you don't have to rely entirely on Bastinelli.
Definitely. It's always nice to have 2 good, tall go-tos in a game like this.
Husson goes for another kill, but is partially blocked. Number 10 tries to kill it, but it goes into the net. And that was Ashley Knotson with the attempt. 10-9 Vikings. Bailey Bounds waiting for the serve. As both teams will have a short conference with the official. You know, she may only be a junior, but that is very mature leadership, taking control of the situation, especially in such a big game when you know everyone's, running on all cylinders.
Definitely. Without any senior leadership, it's really good to know that all the girls out on the court are ready to take the lead and make a difference on the team.
And number 10, Hannah Delore goes for the kill. There's another partial block and a nice recovery by Delore. And the free ball hit by Valco almost gets them the point. Michaela Morgan to Valco. Oh, and Peyton Husson goes for the nice touch play, but gets, Oh, and a nice block by Peyton Husson, but an even better play by Notre Dame keeps the ball in play, and we're watching a great volley right now. And another great defensive play by Emma Kowalski. Peyton Husson's got to be wondering what she needs to do to get this point.
Well fought volley right there by Notre Dame Prep.
Those are the hard-earned volleys that could potentially be momentum shifters in games, and it is 10-10 in this first game. Number 2, Hannah Antos takes a seat for the Irish.
Not only do these teams have great offense, but they play fantastic defense. Long volleys and hard strikes make a difference out here.
It can be frustrating for an offensive team, people who like to kill it, thinking what do they need to do to get the point when both teams are just making great digs, such as we just saw right there, although that one was a service reception. Oh, that was a great effort by Shannon Curley, but Notre Dame will get the point, 12-10 Irish.
These are the runs that the Vikings are definitely going to have to stop pretty soon, or things could get out of hand.
Senior Ashley Knotson gets ready for the serve. And she puts it right on the line. That's a tough one to judge with that communication, but you got to give credit where credit's due. Ashley Knotson looking to get another ace. 13-10 Irish. Peyton Husson goes to the kill, and it hits off the net, but it bounces out of bounds. That's a tough break right there.
This is where the mental fortitude definitely comes in for both teams on the side of the Irish to keep their lead, on the side of the Vikings to dig their way out of it.
Allison Bastinelli comes back in looking to try to stop this run as Devin Valco makes a nice play, getting the service back and the point. 14-11, Vikings are down. Peyton Husson will serve. Emma Kowalski with the reception. We go for the touch play, but a nice diving effort. See, those are the great defensive plays we talked about and how frustrating it can be for an opposing offense. A net violation will end the volley. 15-11, Notre Dame Prep. Number 14, Peyton Husson, will take a quick break as Caitlin May subs in for her. Number 6, Isabella Bucci, getting ready to serve. Delore hits the free ball over, trying to set up a kill play. Number 11 will get the kill. Catherine Carlson, that was a very hard hit ball, but even more impressive was the set.
Definitely. You can't get a good kill without a fantastic setup, and both of these teams are showing that they have skilled players that can do just that.
Bucci with the serve. Valco tries to set it for Bastinelli. And there's the combo that they're looking to regain. That's very hard to stop.
Definitely. The Valco-Bastinelli combo is very hard to put down.
Number 7, Samantha Miller in the game for the Vikings for Michaela Morgan. 16-12 Vikings as Hannah Delore will serve the ball. Just over the net. That's a tough one. And it is out. Hits the antenna, goes out. Point Vikings 16-13 midway through this second game. With 3 freshmen on this team, you have to imagine the nerves would be running high, but you can't tell early on.
Definitely, but also with 3 freshmen on this team, you can see that this Marysville squad is going to have great players and good depth for years to come.
Oh yeah, but you got to imagine these nerves, and a great defensive play by Bailey Bounds, threading the short angle, and the nice touch pass saved by Bastinelli as she goes for the kill. Nice dig by number 10, Ashley Knotson. As Notre Dame Prep will get the kill, it is 17-13. You know, these long volleys have to, you know, eventually game 3, game 4 are going to wear on the players.
Definitely. That's why whichever team has more depth is definitely going to have an advantage out here on the court.
You know, they say defense wins championships, and that is proving, prevalent early on as both teams got here by playing great defense.
Definitely. Both of these teams are defensive powerhouses without a doubt.
And they put another ball on the line. Line judge says it's in. Right call, 18-13, as the Vikings will take the timeout, and so will we. Please join us after a brief message from one of our sponsors.
The programs and community announcements presented on M6 Television are brought to you in part by a grant from the following Marysville High School Communication Arts Learning Partners.
The Marysville American Legion Post 449, located at 299 Huron Boulevard in Marysville. Hall rentals are available for any occasion, and bingo is played every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Don't forget the delicious fish and chip dinners are offered each Thursday in the spring. Be sure to join Post members for the traditional Memorial Day Parade in May. Stop by and thank a veteran today.
And welcome back. We are in the midst of game 1 of the MHSAA Class B regional final matchup between Pontiac Notre Dame Prep and your hometown Marysville Vikings. You know, Coach Wesler is probably trying to calm them down right now, let them know everything's going to be all right. This is what you practice for.
Definitely. You want to make sure that their nerves stay down so that they don't make silly mistakes that can give away free points.
Nice service reception by Bounds. Bastinelli going for the kill. And that is a nice long shot by Bastinelli.
Fantastically placed ball.
Right out of the gate, you know she's going to try to get the momentum rolling. As freshman in for freshman, Haley Delore comes in for Samantha Miller. But as we were talking about earlier, we kind of got sidetracked. The freshmen, the reason why they don't have as many nerves, or at least you can't tell, is because these upperclassmen have taken them under their wing and treated them as one of their own. As Notre Dame Prep gets the kill on a nice dig attempt, 19-14 Irish.
Definitely. You can feel the sense of maturity on the Marysville squad side with these younger students.
Number 2, Hannah Antos, gets ready to serve just over the net. Valco sets for Bastinelli, and she gets the kill. You know, they haven't been able to get that combo going often, but when they do, it's been very effective.
I agree. Last game, you could see Notre Dame Prep sitting in the stands, and maybe they were watching the Devin Valco, Ali Bastinelli combo, and they're trying to maybe not let that happen as often as Marysville would like.
Valco with a nice free ball touch. Oh, that's a nice dig by number 4, Bailey Bounds. But it's all, and then the point will go to the Irish. 20-15, Notre Dame Prep. Number 4, Caitlin Fitzgerald checks in for the Irish. Carlson with the serve. Valco sets it up for Husson. Nice dig by number 11. Placing it right in the middle of the 2 defenders. That is a very tough play to make right there.
Definitely. The accuracy that you see out on the court right now is impeccable.
Carlson setting up for another serve. Shannon Curley, nice service reception. Valco sets it up for Husson. Goes for the touch play. Carlson gets the reception. They try to counter with the touch play of their own. You got it with all those hands at the net. They're saying the ball was in, or a net violation for the Vikings. 22-15 as Notre Dame Prep is closing in on winning this first game, as Coach Welser will take the timeout. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank one of our sponsors, and we'll be right back after this.
The programs and community announcements presented on M6 Television are brought to you in part by a grant from the following Marysville High School Communication Arts Learning Partners.
The Marysville Rotary Club, always placing service above self.
Rotary members continue to provide community assistance both locally and across the globe. Rotary members live by the 4-way test both at home and in our community. Meetings are held each Tuesday at noon. Talk with the Rotary members soon.
Welcome back to Marysville High School Gymnasium. It is 22-15 in this Class B regional final matchup between Notre Dame and Marysville. Notre Dame has the edge, though, but Marysville's trying to fight its way back to take game one. Nice reception by Morgan. Valco sets it up for Husson. And a nice ball, that might be a lucky roll, but they'll take what they can get at this point. 22-16 Irish, and Morgan will try to get them rolling with the serve here.
Here, no matter what for the Vikings, it's going to take a lot of mental fortitude to come out of a loss if they lose this game or to come back and win this game.
Right. The crowd is always a good boost, and, the student section's been loud all night regardless of the momentum. They're not out there. They don't feel as they put another ball on the line. This pinpoint accuracy of the Irish team might be something the Vikings haven't seen all season. Number 3, Kowalski getting ready for the serve. When the official calls a timeout, they will discuss something. Coach Welser seems to be one of those coaches who doesn't get too high or too low. Stays pretty even keel, No loss is detrimental, but no win is, doesn't mean they've won a championship yet.
I can agree with that. Coach Welser seems to be very, very calm out on the court, and he seems to just want to make his changes when he can make them and not get too concerned about one single win or loss and look at more of the bigger picture of what's going to happen for his team.
Right, there's 5 games in this match, so, one loss is not detrimental. As number 12, Haley Delore checks in for senior Nicole Sliss. As the issue seems to have been resolved, as Emma Kowalski is getting ready to serve. They're just checking the rotation right there. Officials just got to make sure, especially, they have a lot of pressure on them too, as Peyton Husson gets blocked. 24-16, Irish are at game point. Kowalski serves the ball into the net. Vikings will get service and momentum. Bailey Bounds trying to keep the game one hopes alive. Nice serve. Kowalski with the reception. Tough set. Nice kill attempt. Nice diving effort by Morgan as Husson hits the ball over. Going for the kill. And it bounces off the net, lands in Viking territory, and the Irish have taken game one, 25-17. You got to know the Irish are going to look to keep this momentum rolling into game 2.
The Irish got to remember that they are up against a good team, and Marysville's got to remember that they are a good team and that they can come back out of a 1-game deficit.
As these teams take a quick rest, we'll take this opportunity to thank another one of our sponsors.
The programs and community announcements presented on M6 Television are brought to you in part by a grant from the following Marysville High School Communication Arts Learning Partners.
Lifetime Hearing, located at the corner of Gratiot Boulevard and Delaware in Marysville. Stop by to meet Pam Byer and her professional staff, or call for an appointment today at 364-1170. They have the expertise to help you with testing aids and assistive devices. Remember, silence isn't golden to those with hearing loss.
Welcome back to the MHSAA Class B regional final matchup between the Vikings of Marysville and the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame Prep. Game 1 went in the Irish's favor, 25-17. But, coming into game 2, the Vikings have to wipe their slate clean and not worry about that.
Without a doubt, the Vikings need to remember that it was only 1 game, and they need to look to tie it up 1 game to 1 game so that they can go for a big game 3.
Officials getting ready. Michaela Morgan checks in for Samantha Miller. The Irish will do the honors, and number 6, Isabella Bucci, is getting ready to serve. Both teams ready. Crowd getting into it. Tough serve, tough reception, and the point will go to the Irish. Start off game 1. You saw Marysville go on a little run early in game game one, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to set the tone for the entire game.
The first few points make a difference, but they aren't a decision maker.
As Bastinelli goes for the kill, is partially blocked. Number 10, Knotson with the set, and the kill goes just over the line. Point, as the point will go to the Vikings, 1-1 early on. Oh, excuse me, pointing to the Irish. You know, it's easy to start panicking in these situations, but I know the leadership, coaching, the Vikings won't start doing that. As number 11 will get the kill, Catherine Carlson, 3-0 Irish early on. Nice reception by Curley. Valco sets it up for Bastinelli, and Bastinelli gets that kill. They just have this chemistry going on. She's a very good setter for her. She knows exactly where she likes to put it, and Bastinelli gets the kill.
And it's so hard to know where Bastinelli is going to aim that ball. She has the whole court in her vision, and she'll hit it anywhere she wants to.
Samantha Miller checks in on the front line for the Vikings. As number 10, Ashley Knotson with the set. And number 11 goes for the kill, but it is just out. 3-2 Irish, and Michaela Morgan will serve the ball, trying to tie it up for the Vikings early in game two. Michaela Morgan, nice serve. Knotson fakes the set and does a nice touch play. 4-2 Irish. You know, that's a big changeup that you got to worry about.
It put the Vikings on their toes. They need to watch out for the kills, and now they need to watch out for the fake kills and make sure that they have somebody back ready to take that ball on.
Number 9, Gabrielle Schilling checks in for the Irish. Curley with a nice reception. Valco pulls the same move, a taste of their own medicine, you should say. I mean, that was just nice observation, being able to just use what they just used against them to get the service right back.
You could almost hear her say, right back at you guys.
And Valco, who just got the point, will get the serve too, trying to tie it up again for these Vikings. Number 6, Bucci with the reception. And a nice kill by number 11, Catherine Carlson. 5-3 Irish. You know, this late into the season, you got to keep teams off balance. You can't just try the same thing, because good teams will adjust, which everyone left in the tournament is. You got to try to do the tip, the spike. The change-ups, obviously, are going to play a big part in the rest of this match. Partial block by Bastinelli and Delore. Bastinelli goes for the kill. Nice diving effort by the Irish.
Bastinelli's really got Carlson on her toes out there.
Oh, for sure. And Bounds tries to put it in, but just a bit far. 6-3 Irish early in game two. Morgan with a nice service reception. Bastinelli goes to the kill, and a miss hit goes into the net. 7-3 Irish. Irish are playing very confidently right now. You can tell the nerves have settled for them. A rotational error will cost the Vikings a point as it is 8-3 Notre Dame Prep. Shannon Curley hits the free ball over. Trying to set it up, and the Irish hit the ball just outside, giving the Vikings a much-needed service.
You know, you can see these officials right on these out-of-bounds, inbounds calls. Right when the ball hits the ground, they know where it is, and they let everybody else know that they know right away.
Oh, yeah, and when they're not sure, they're not afraid to talk about it and get the right call. It might take a little extra time, but the right call is the important thing. As Kowalski goes for the kill, Valco's dig will go back over the net, giving the Irish a chance to hit it, and a nice hit almost right down the net by number 11, Catherine Carlson. She's played very well thus far tonight, as she will do the honors with the serve. Number 6, Isabella Bucci, sitting down. Huston with a troubled serveless reception as she hits the free ball over. Sets it up for number 4. Partial block, but nice dig by Michaela Morgan. Bastinelli going for the kill from the back row. Nice dig by Kowalski. Another one of these long volleys as the Irish will win it 10-4, coming up to the midway point of this first matchup, or excuse me, this second game. You know, Notre Dame's kind of quieted the crowd so far, and I think that's when the nerves settled early on. They saw the crowd a little bit intimidated, but they've played very well thus far.
The crowd needs to stay in this game and keep the Vikings in this game.
A nice block by both Bounds and Husson. I think it hit off both of them, giving the Vikings the point. 10-5 Irish.
You know, the Vikings are a good team. They have the capability to dig themselves out of a hole like this. They just need to knuckle down and make it happen.
Right, the Irish can't fall into a sense of security because the Vikings will then strike and just come back and tie it up. Oh, a nice block by number 10, Hannah Delore. Partial block by Husson. Bastinelli tries to get it over the net, and she does. Number 11 goes for the kill. Nice dig by Devin Valco. Will go back to the Irish's side. As a nice dig by Bastinelli. A nice hustle play by Valco, and Husson will get the free ball over the net. Been a nice long volley. Talked about those in the first game. Hard fought. Could be a momentum changer. And Husson with the kill, and she puts them where they're not, gets the point, and you can hear the crowd fire up. You know, Miller's had some very sound serving early on in this second game.
And she's definitely going to be a helpful player to get some points back on the board for the Vikings.
Husson goes for her second straight kill, but a little too much as she hits it far out of bounds. Irish get the service. Emma Kowalski with the serve. Nice reception by Bounds, setting it up for Bastinelli in the back row. Partially blocked at the net. Irish setting up a nice play. Bastinelli mishits the dig. It is 12-6 Irish in game 2. Kowalski going for her second straight serve. And she mishits it too hard. 12-7. Irish are up, but the Vikings will get the service. Haley Bounds serving it for the Vikings. Goes for the touch play and gets the back end of the line. These officials are right on it. 13-7 Vikings. Number 15 for the Irish. Checks in for the game. Valco with a nice touch play, getting the ball right back to the Vikings. 13-8 Irish. Vikings looking to climb back. They got to go on a little run here. They can't play point for point if they want to get back into game 2. Peyton Husson serves it into the net. 14-8 Irish. As a substitution, Nicole Sliss will give Husson a break.
You can see the nerves running high a little bit for these Vikings, but they need to stay calm and breathe and be ready for another high-stakes game.
Right, this whole tournament, they haven't been tested like they have been tonight. And to go from 0 to 100 that fast is pretty tough. Notre Dame is one of the favorites to take this state title this year, excuse me. Notre Dame Prep will hit it out, 14-9 Vikings. And now they've been about 5-6 points back for the last, 12, 13 points total. And they need to go on the run if they want to catch up.
I think that the Vikings are capable of going on a run like that, They just need to knuckle down and be ready to score some points.
They are very capable. Bastinelli, what a dig by Bounds, but an even better play by the Irish number 11. Catherine Carlson gets them the point. You know, Coach Rubel's done a very nice job for Notre Dame, keeping her girls calm and just putting confidence into them for this big game.
They definitely came in here ready to play, and they're showing it out here on the court.
Number 5, Angela Adams with the serve. And this almost the identical play to the last gives the Irish a 16-9 lead as the Irish go closer to that 25-point mark. Adams will do this, will have the service again. Vikings looking to get the ball back, get some momentum going. Devin to Bastinelli, and it works again. You know, they're going to be trying for that all night, but the Irish have done a good job shutting that down early in game 2.
You know, the service receptions in this game are so important, and it's so hard for the Vikings sometimes to get these balls received well because Notre Dame has such a great service all around.
Right, and that's how you keep a great player like Allison Bastinelli off the mark with the service, with hitting the serves in different spots as the Irish get the point 17-10. Substitution for the Irish, number 2, Hannah Antos in for number 15.
The Vikings need a spark here. They need something that's going to get them on a nice scoring run and back into this game.
Right, the Irish have had a nice balance as the net as they serve it out of bounds, 17-10 Irish. But the Irish have mixed it up very well between spikes, nice touch plays, finding the hole in the defense as Peyton Husson checks in for the Vikings. Bastinelli, as we saw on Tuesday, she's very capable of rattling off a few aces in a row. As she gets one right there, 17-12. Vikings are looking to slowly climb back into this. Bastinelli looking for her second straight serve of the night, or excuse me, ace. And she nearly gets it as the Irish barely tip it over. Husson goes to the kill, and she gets it on the line. No hesitation with the call, 17-13 Irish. But you can tell Vikings are getting some of that confidence back.
You can see Allison Bastinelli, just with her gameplay, can give this team a bit of a spark that they need to come back into the game.
Oh, for sure. And the ball is hit out. That is 3 straight points by the Vikings, 14-7. Vikings only down 3, and you can feel the crowd starting to get into it, the momentum starting to shift Marysville's way.
Anticipation is in the air for sure.
The ball would serve just out, will give the Irish the ball back, 18-14. Vikings going to be looking to respond.
This is definitely a manageable lead now that the Irish have on the Vikings, and the Vikings are just going to have to knuckle down and dig deep and make what they need to make happen.
Morgan with the nice reception. Excuse me, if the reception goes wide, 19-14, as the Vikings will take a timeout. So will we. Please join us after one of these brief messages.
All right, give me that shot. Let me show you how to. No problem. Are you okay? Look, Mom, no skis. No face.
Falls on TV can be entertaining. Falling at home can be devastating. Each year, 1 in 3 Americans over 65 falls in their own home, breaking bones and shattering lives. For older people, any broken bone can be serious. A broken hip, potentially lethal. To make your home as fall-safe and bone-friendly as it can be, visit orthoinfo.org/falls. A public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, where staying on your feet is doctor's orders.
Welcome back to this. We're in the middle of game 2 of this MHSAA Class B regional final matchup between Notre Dame Prep and Marysville. Notre Dame Prep took game 1 25-17 and currently leads game 2 19-14. Peyton Husson goes with a nice touch, trying to mix it up at the net. As so does the Irish. Bunch of touch plays so far in this volley.
It's not all about power out here.
Oh no, finesse is just as important as how hard you can hit the volleyball. As a net violation will give the Irish their 20th point of the game. They're up 6 on the Vikings. Catherine Carlson getting ready to serve. Crowd trying to will some fight into the Vikings. Service reception goes out of bounds, 21-14. Vikings down 7. Now that's a rare lack of communication. Usually they are very well coached, they communicate very well. You know, that's a tribute to their senior leadership and coaching.
Another rare mistake on the side of the Fighting Irish with Carlson hitting the ball into the net. That doesn't happen often.
Number 10, Hannah Delore checks in. Alicia Hall getting ready to do the service. Oh, the nice touch play, but a nice reception by Carlson. And the kill off of Hall, and it goes out of bounds. 22-15 Irish. Number 1, Erica Schwegman checks in. You know, Vikings still staying positive in this game. Very hard to do in a big matchup as the Irish get the point, 23-15. But, you know, great thing I've seen, they haven't started bickering as some teams do when they feel pressure. They're trying to come together and will their team for a win.
The Vikings are definitely staying strong out there.
Goes for the kill, but it's partially blocked. Delore sets it up for Husson. And she puts it on a dime on the end line, 23-16. Vikings still have life in game 2. Bounds with the service. Delore immediately back over. Number 4 goes to the serve. And a nice dig by Bounds. Bastinelli and Husson communicating well. Husson will take the free ball over. Another nice dig by Bounds for this volley. And the kill will get the point for the Vikings. Number 2, Hannah Antros with running as fast as she could, doing everything she can to get that ball, but it was just not to be. 23-17, Vikings are down, looking to climb back into it and steal game 2. Tipped ball lands out of bounds. It'll be point for the Irish. 24-17, game point, looking to go up 2-0 in this regional final matchup. You can hear the Viking fans trying to will Marysville to a game 2 victory, a comeback. They would need to score 7 straight points if they want to retain life. And the ball will go into the stands. The identical score is game 1, 25-17. Irish go up 2-0, and now the Vikings' backs are against the wall. Players will rest up. Coaches will try to get the game plan in for game 3. We'll give you a short message. We hope you join you after its conclusion.
There are lots of unmet needs out here, and while I can't change everything, I can change some things. So I stepped up and became an American Legion Auxiliary Volunteer. For nearly 100 years, they've been helping our veterans, military, and their families here and abroad. Military deployment can be tough on a family, so we do what we can to help. And every injured and homeless veteran deserves the compassion we can give them.
Well, we are here to help.
Plus, we also have programs to teach our youth how to be good citizens and young women how to be leaders at ALA Girls State.
America.
I wanted to give back like the other 800,000 American Legion Auxiliary volunteers. There's history here. Patriotism, pride, open arms. It doesn't take much time to make a difference. Will you join me and please step up to help our country's heroes and their families? Call the number to volunteer today.
All right, welcome back to Marysville High School's gymnasium. As we resume play in the MHSAA Class B regional final, the Notre Dame Prep Fighting Irish took game 1 and 2 by a score of 25-17, and the Vikings are looking to claw back and win game 3 as Bastinelli's kill just goes outside the line. Early lead for the Irish, 1-0. Officials they were talking about if the ball was tipped or not. The officials decided it wasn't. Point goes to the Irish, and it's number 1, Shannon Curley, checks in for Peyton Husson. Bastinelli trying to set it up for Delore. Delore with a nice free ball hit over. Bastinelli. Oh, nice dig, but it will go out of bounds. You know, that's a tough play for anyone to make, and she's a freshman, and she's hanging in there with them.
The freshmen on this team are very mature, and they're ready to be here on this court tonight.
Number 6, Bucci with the serve. Nice reception by Curley. Bastinelli going for the kill. Nice dig by number 11. excuse me, that was number 10 with the dig, but Bastinelli will get the block. 2-1 Irish early in game 3. Delore with the serve off the net, but a nice play by Kolakowski as she goes for tries to get the point. Valco hits it up for Bounds. Bounds, a nice diving play by Bucci. And another block, but Kolakowski is able to salvage this one as she's rewarded with the point. 3-1 Irish. Number 5, Angela Adams checks in, and so does number 9, Gabrielle Schilling. Kolakowski, and I believe that is Schwegman, will take a seat for the Irish, trying to rest up.
Angela Adams here serving for the Fighting Irish.
And she will serve it into the net, giving the service and the point to the Vikings. It is now 3-2 Irish. Samantha Miller taking a quick rest for the Vikings. Devin Valco getting ready to serve. Oh, a nice diving play by Valco. It just bounces the wrong way. 4-2 Irish. Number 2, Hannah Antos checks in for number 15 for the Irish. Antos comes in, will immediately serve the ball. Morgan with the nice reception. Sets it up for Bastinelli. Bastinelli's kill gets blocked, but they manage to keep the play alive as 11 goes to the kill. And a nice dig attempt by Morgan goes far out of bounds, and it is now 5-2 Irish. Number 2, Antos, to serve. Bastinelli gets the ball over the net. Antos with a nice dig. 11, Carlson goes for the kill. And another nice dig attempt, and this time the Vikings will be rewarded. The volley will go over the net. And then the nice touch play, that would be Haley Delore with the dig that time. Bastinelli goes for the kill. Another one of those long volleys we talked about this whole match. And it is blocked by Bastinelli, giving the Vikings the point, 5-3 early in game 3.
You can really see the wear and tear on some of these players now early into the game 3 with some of the same players that have played through all 3 games thus far.
Right, and the teams that get this far, they have depth. You notice they don't just play the same 6, 7 girls. They have 8, 9, even 10 players getting into the game, even if it's just for specialty roles, and that can save their legs. A lot of diving attempts, both teams selling everything out. 6-3 Irish. Number 4.
And here in this game, you see...
Caitlin Fitzgerald will check in for the Irish.
Here in this game, you can definitely see the how the spin on the ball will affect where the ball is going to go. You didn't really see that in some of the earlier games this season, but it's really making a difference here in this regional final.
Right, when you get this deep into the postseason, every little thing starts to matter more and more. And that's just something you got to practice, and I believe both teams have been. As Peyton Tusson's kill will roll off the hands of the Irish front line and land in their territory. 6-4 Notre Dame Prep as number 9, Caitlin May, will come in for Haley Delore. Caitlin coming in. Nice serve, just over that. Nice dig by Kowalski. She's played some pretty stellar defense in this game so far.
Defense is key here in these late season games, and it's really making a difference with these 2 skilled teams going toe-to-toe.
And Morgan will come right back in, giving Caitlin a quick break. See, that's really one of those specialty roles I'm talking about. You know, she comes in for one serve, and she does her job. A very nice serve as the Irish get the point, 8-4 in game 3. (8-4) Irish. Kowalski with the serve. Nice dig by Morgan. Valco sets it up for Husson. Another nice dig by Kowalski. She's played some stellar defense thus far. And Husson and Bounds get the block. 8-5. Irish are up. Bounds with the serve.
You can really see the Vikings out here trying to control the net a lot more than they had in the first 2 games, getting more blocks, I believe, in this game than they have in the other 2 combined.
Right, you know, they have nothing to lose at this point. They don't have any tricks to save as the Irish get the point, 9-5. they're just going to leave it all on the floor, which they have all night. Both teams have, actually. You know, we were talking about how Caitlin May came in for a special role just to serve once. But, you know, it's so hard to get a good service reception of some of the better servers throughout the state, And that's hard to set up the plays and hard to get some of their better players, as for Marysville, Allie Bastinelli, into the game.
You've seen it throughout this game that both teams have had some trouble setting up their plays after a fantastic service.
Nice
it's
block.
Not all about the kill.
Nice block by Valco as they go for another kill, and the dig attempt by Sliss will go deep, and it is now 10-5. Vikings are down 10-5. Number 10, Ashley Knotson, gets ready for the serve. Nice reception by Morgan. And we saw that play earlier, I believe it was in game 2, gets the Vikings the point, gets them the service, and they were doing anything to get momentum as the captain, number 5, Allison Bastinelli, checks in for the Vikings. Peyton Hudson with the serve. Nice reception by Kowalski. Bastinelli goes to the kill, and it is the Valco-Bastinelli combo. Again, we've talked about it all night. We will continue to talk about it as it has worked for the Vikings when they've been able to set it up.
That's just a deadly combo out there. Right in the front of the court, getting fantastic kills every time.
You know, Vikings trying to get on a run, which they are able to do with an ace by Hudson. It is now, they have cut the margin to 2 points, and it is now 10-8 Vikings. Hudson trying to keep the ball rolling here for Marysville. Irish trying to stop the bleeding a little bit. As the service reception almost goes to the bench, but a great play by the Irish. Irish's number 10, Ashley Knotson, to keep it alive. The point will go to the Vikings as a net violation. Will make it a 1-point game, and you can hear the crowd starting to get into it more and more. Peyton Hudson trying to tie this game up. Be a big momentum shift as it is served out of bounds. 11-9 Irish. Number 1, Shannon Curley will check in for Peyton Hudson.
You can see those adjustments, both coaches making dynamic changes in their lineups as the game goes on.
Vikings went on a mini 4-0 run, but you know, that's about all you're gonna get when you're playing such tough competition. Best way to keep it going is just to get the ball service right back. Irish doing a good job of not giving them the ball back. 12-9 now. Irish are up. Now, I swear they've hit the white line maybe 20 times tonight. That's hard to defend.
The Irish are extremely accurate on their strikes and on their kills, and it makes it very difficult for these Vikings to overcome that.
Valco tries to go for the touch play again. This time is received, and a nice kill by number 11, Catherine Carlson. You know, it's so hard to figure out. It's almost a guessing game as the Vikings will take a timeout, and so will we. We'd like to thank one of our sponsors for supporting M6, your hometown station.
The programs and community announcements presented on M6 Television are brought to you in part by a grant from the following Marysville High School Communication Arts Learning Partners.
The Marysville Knights of Columbus has the perfect location for many occasions. With their friendly and knowledgeable staff and both small and large halls available for rental, you'll be sure to find what you need. Call 364-6800 today to make your reservations and learn more about what Knights of Columbus members do for our community.
Vikings will break their huddle, and we'd like to welcome you back to the MHSAA Class B Regional Final matchup between Notre Dame and Marysville. Notre Dame is up 13-9 in Game 3 as they took the first 2 games as a score of 25-17.
You know, it's going to be so important for the Vikings to go on a quick scoring run right here and tie up or take the lead in this regional final.
Bastinelli's kill is blocked by the middle of that Irish front line. 14-9, 5-point game now.
And you can see that the Irish are really trying to pull away, but the Vikings are not allowing them to get more than 5 points or 6 points on a lead.
The service will go into the net, giving the Vikings a prime opportunity to get momentum rolling in their favor. Number 10, Hannah Delore, will take a quick rest for the Vikings as Michaela Morgan gets ready to serve. A nice kill by the Irish number 11, Catherine Carlson. She's hitting that ball hard, and it's landing on a dime, too.
I couldn't agree more. She's hitting it right where it needs to be and harder than most of the Marysville Vikings can handle.
Number 5, Angela Adams, will check in for number 1, Erica Schwegman.
Last time she hit it into the net. Let's see if she can get it over this time.
Coach probably talked to her, coaching her up, and she gets a nice serve over. Tough reception by the Vikings. Bastinelli hits the free ball over. Number 11, Carlson, with a nice touch play. Misdirection, 16-10 Irish, as the Vikings are looking to stop the bleeding a little bit. You know, after the Vikings went on that 4-0 run, the Irish answered right back with a 6-1 run of their own, which they're in the midst of right now. Nice reception by Curley. Valco sets it up for Bastinelli, and just touches the net inside the white line, point to the Vikings, and that's what they need to do. As Haley Delore checks in for Samantha Miller. Devin Valco getting ready to serve the ball. Valco sets it up for Bastinelli again. A nice touch play, but a great diving effort by number 10. Ashley Knotson will keep the volley alive as they go for the same thing again, and is blocked, but the ball is still alive. One of those long volleys we've talked about.
And you can see them really trying to get it to that Valco-Bastinelli combination real fast.
Partial block keeps it alive on a very hard hit ball by Knotson, as the point will go to the Vikings on a net violation by the Irish. You hate to see a volley end that way, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. Carlson goes for the nice touch pass. Nice dig by Morgan. Bastinelli goes for the kill, partially blocked as Kowalski sets it up. And another nice touch play. And then some great effort by the Vikings. They are playing for their season right now, and the crowd roars their approval as number 10, Ashley Knotson, gets the kill. Number 2, Hannah Antos checks in for the Irish. 17-12 Notre Dame Prep. Antos getting ready for the serve.
I'm still a firm believer that the Vikings just need that quick spark to get them going in this game 3.
Right. The Irish have done a good job, however, of every time the Vikings have had an opportunity at a run, they've had a nice kill play to kill the momentum. Oh, and the touch play goes into the net. 17-13 Vikings. Vikings are down 17-13. Bastinelli for the Vikings will serve.
She had a few aces earlier on in game 2, I believe. Let's see if she can do it again.
Bastinelli with the serve. No, Kowalski's been such a brick wall back there defensively. It's hard to get anything past her as the Irish get the point 18-13. Number 3, Nicole Sliss checks in for Bastinelli. Probably just trying to get her a quick water. Number 11, Carlson. She's played very well tonight, leading this Notre Dame prep squad. Morgan with the nice dig. Valco setting it up to Husson. The dig by Carlson, high enough where they can recover. Carlson will hit it over. Valco setting it up for Husson, and the dig attempt will go out of bounds past the net, giving the ball and the point to the Vikings. 18-14 is number 9. Caitlin May comes in for a critical serve. Kowalski with a nice reception. And a nice kill by the Irish makes it 19-14. They are now 6 points away from a sweep of the Vikings and claiming a regional title. Kowalski is on her way to serve. Bounds with the service reception. Crowd still trying to will the team as they get a point. 19-15. Vikings still have hope. Bailey Bounds with the service. Nice recovery by the Vikings. Husson, nice toss play over, and then she gets the kill, the changeup, and then the fastball gets the Vikings a point and pulls them within 3, and the crowd roars with approval.
You know, this 3-point deficit is all the Vikings really need. They can come back from this deficit.
But as the dig attempt goes just too far over the outside of the antenna, over the net, 2 points away, and you can feel the Vikings trying to surge and tie it up.
You can really feel the momentum shift to the Viking side. The Irish are going to have to do a lot of work to stop this momentum.
Right.
Another violation.
A double hit by the Irish will give give the Vikings the point, as we will take a quick timeout to thank another one of our sponsors.
The programs and community announcements presented on M6 Television are brought to you in part by a grant from the following Marysville High School Communication Arts Learning Partners.
The Marysville Lions Club has been serving the Marysville community since 1941. Programs for the visually challenged, school projects for our youth, and community enhancement projects are just a few of the activities Lions members experience. To become more involved, call 329-9723 or visit www.marysvillelions.org.
We'd like to welcome you back to Marysville High School Gymnasium for this MHSAA Class B Regional Final. The broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and Marysville Public Schools. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and Marysville Public Schools. Bailey Bounds gets the serve as a nice reception by number 10 for the Irish, and the kill attempt, and a great dig and a great effort. They're saying it went outside of the antenna, point to the Irish, 20-18.
Still a fantastic effort by the Vikings, and the momentum is still on their side here.
This never say die attitude of the Marysville Vikings is very inspiring to watch. Number 10, Knotson with the serve. Valco setting up for Husson. And another great play by the Irish defense. They've been a brick wall back there. It's been hard to as the block will land on the Irish side. 1 point game as Husson gets ready to serve.
Husson has been almost an unstoppable force late in this game 3.
You know, Peyton Husson went on a nice serving run earlier. Let's see if she can get a couple aces in here to tie it up. And she hits it right on the line. You couldn't have said it anywhere better, as you can see the excitement in the Vikings as they have just tied it up. They are fighting for their season, and for 2 of these players fighting for their high school careers. The student section's trying to will the ladies on as they go for a kill attempt. Husson with a nice reception. Bassnell goes for the kill, and another great dig by the Irish defense. So the Vikings have to start getting frustrated. How hard do they have to hit the ball in order to break through this Irish wall of a defense? Partial block by the Vikings will land on their side, 21-20. The Vikings are down as number 1, Shannon Curley, checks into the game, as she is a defensive specialist trying to get a nice reception on a critical serve.
The tensions are high in here, and you can feel it in the crowd and on the teams.
Momentum shifting play possibly in the works. Nice reception by Bounds. Valco sets it up for Bastinelli, and it's blocked, but she's nice recovery. Michaela Morgan diving play, and Bounds will hit it over. Number 10, Knotson, setting it up for Carlson. Carlson will get the kill as Michaela Morgan, great effort, just a half a second too slow. 22-20, Irish are up, 3 points away from a regional title.
And you can feel the momentum shift back over to the side of the Irish. The Vikings will need to get that to swing back to their side within the next couple of points, or their season might be over.
Peyton Husson checks back in for the Vikings. You know, the student sections will not quit. Will cheer to the very end. You know, that's it gets you a lot of energy as a player, especially when you're facing elimination. As the block will go off number 15 and number 11, Carlson, giving the Vikings the point, 22-21, and the Vikings are still trying to hold on. We'd like to remind you, it is win by 2 here, so it's not the first to 25. You have to win by 2 once you hit that point. And the serve will go just a bit over as it is 23-21. Irish can sniff that regional title, but the Vikings are trying to force a crucial game 4.
The ball.
Defensive specialist Shannon Curley checking back in for Peyton Husson. Number 5, Angela Adams, is possibly the most important serve of the game thus far. Crowd being loud. You can feel the tension on both sides.
It's as if she's waiting on purpose.
Number 5, it's kind of similar to icing the kicker in football, you know, trying to get her to overthink it. As she keeps a steady hand and gets it over on point. As a miscommunication by the Irish will give the Vikings the point, 23-22, as I believe Devin Valco will get ready to serve for the Vikings.
Devin Valco is a very talented server, and you can't help but think that Marysville's coach put this rotation in on purpose so that Devin would be able to make the difference here late in game 3.
Allie Bastinelli cheering on her team, positive thoughts, thinking positively as they go for the kill. And what a dig, but it just goes wide as it is 24-22. Vikings are 1 point away from losing this. It is match point for the Irish as number 2, Hannah Antos, coming in, attempting to get the game-winning serve. Crowd is so loud. And a timeout for the Vikings, will allow us an opportunity to show you a short message on M6, your hometown station.
You may be eligible for a credit on your electric bill if you experience lengthy or frequent service outages. To request the $25 credit, contact your electricity provider. For more information about the credit and tips for surviving power outages, call the Michigan Public Service Commission at 1-800-292-9555 or visit their website at michigan.gov/MPSC and click on Consumer Information. A public service message from the Michigan Public Service Commission.
Thank you for joining us here on M6, your hometown station, in the midst of an intense Game 3. It is 2-0 Irish, and they are 1 point away from a victory as Hannah Antos with a crucial serve. And it goes into the net. And if the Vikings get this point, it will be 24-24. And remember, it is win by 2, so then a team's going to have to go on a short 2-0 run. Shannon Curley checks out. Peyton Husson in. Allison Bastinelli. Very crucial serve. It is in. Kowalski with another great reception. Goes for the kill. Valco with the dig. You can feel the tension in the gym. Husson goes for the kill, and it is just wide. And the Irish. They are saying it is tipped. It is tipped. And you can hear the roar of the crowd. The Irish were on the floor getting ready. Yeah. Irish were on the floor celebrating, but it was tipped. That's why it traveled so far as Bastinelli comes for a very crucial serve. Kowalski, she has been all over the floor tonight diving as the Irish get the 25th point. However, that is not the game. It is win by 2 as number 11, Catherine Carlson, trying to end this game right here.
The Vikings were given a gift with that tip. Let's see if they can make something happen right now late in game 3.
Vikings have a never say die attitude, reflected from Coach Welser. Nice serve reception by Husson. Valco sets it up for Bastinelli. Bastinelli with the serve, and it goes into the net. And now the Irish have just claimed the regional title with a 3-0 victory. We'd like to congratulate Notre Dame Prep on the regional title as they advance to the MHSAA Class B quarterfinal matchup. You know, there are 2 seniors for the Vikings, Allison Bastinelli and Nicole Sis. They are very hard workers. It is an emotional time for them. You know, they've worked so hard, and it's tough to see it end this way.
I couldn't agree with you more, but the Vikings definitely have a young team, and they're going to be having a bright future in years to come in this Viking volleyball program.
Yeah, you know, 2 seniors, but those are 2 big holes to fill for next season, but they do have a bright future. We'd like to thank you for joining us here on M6, your hometown station. We'd like to thank our crew in the back. They work very hard. We'd like to thank both teams. They played a great game. Join us next time on M6, your hometown station. Have a safe and wonderful evening.
Loyalty.
Teamwork.
Responsibility.
Sacrifice.
Determination.
Compassion. Respect.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am. I am.
An athlete.
Sports do not build character, they reveal it.
Because I love sports. I've been involved in educational athletics all my life, and I like to give back to the kids and the athletes and the parents and the schools.
And there was guys that were nice enough to do it and volunteer their time when I was a kid coming through school, so I'm just paying it forward.
I like the things that officiating gives to officials: confidence, decision-making abilities, be able to work in teams.
You can be a referee.